Here's something new. I'm going to answer a question that I get frequently, because clearly I have a lot of those. What's up, socials? Happy Sexy Wednesday. Frequently, I get the question, how often should I post? How many videos should I do? How many times should I post on Instagram? How many? It's a good question. It's a valid question, and it's one that I really can't answer for you. Here's the thing. Overall, you can tell how often posting on each individual online platform works. You see people do it various times throughout one day on Facebook. You see people do it a lot on Twitter. You see people blogging 30 posts a day. You see people blogging once a day. You see people blogging once a week. It just depends on your audience. But even before that, even before it can affect your audience, because let's just say, you know, like it is, what if you don't have one? Well, we're gonna have to tell them what they want, right? And if you're gonna do that, then you need to start from a place of what can you do? What do you have the resources to do? What do you have the time to do? What do you have the money to do? Is it you doing all the work? Do you need help? How much can you do? And then start there. If not, start somewhere safer than there. Just actually doing it at all, big change for you, right? So let's say you wanted to start making videos on YouTube. Great idea. Then maybe set a goal to have your first 2 videos done this month. Set the dates, put it in stone, say you're gonna do it, figure out how you're gonna be able to do it. 2 per month, not that much. You probably can't gain a lot of traction on YouTube by posting just twice a month, but it depends on the format of the show. There are some channels that only post videos like once a quarter because they're astronomically crazy, amazing feature film type of videos. You have to think about all the time that they need to put into that. If you're just making a basic video like I do here, what I would consider basic, this is something you can do more often. So starting on a 2 per month basis is a very safe way to get acquainted with the process. If you can't set aside the amount of time you need to make a 3.5 to 5 minute video on YouTube twice a month, you're in trouble. It's all about priorities, and it's all about not scaling back. You want your audience to be happy with the content that you do. So if you decide to go every single day and they love that, and then you are just too bogged down, you're not making enough money with it, you have to pull back, that's disappointing for an audience and they don't really want to see that. But if you can start from a manageable place and work your way up, that's a much better viewer experience. The same goes for blogging and social media. Nobody wants you to go dark because you did too much, and you aren't using the right tools if that's the case, because there's so many things out there. One that I'm actually experimenting with right now, and it's my new favorite Twitter tool in the world, but I still need to play around with it some more before I tell you guys about it. There's just too many options out there to keep a steady presence. So if you're asking the question, how often should I do it? You haven't started acting yet, and I bet you wouldn't care as much about the answer to that question if you already had stuff to measure from being able to implement. So the answer to your question, how many times should I post, is just go do it. There's some sexy advice for you. That's all for today, socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. The sponsor for this episode is my upcoming live event, Savvy Sexy Social Live. Go check it out at savvysexysociallive.com. I am visiting Columbus, which is actually not gonna be that hard because it's right down the street from here. And then I'm going to San Francisco, San Diego, Dallas, Austin, New York City, and Orlando. So if you are close to any of those places, you should be there with me. Join Amy's Elite so you don't miss a beat. That link's in the purple bar below, my email newsletter. You'll stay tuned for all the things, the videos, the podcast, and any special treats from me, because you get the special treatment when you are on that list. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Social Thursday.